Okay, wow. Thought it was a big time win for us. Thought it was a gutsy win. To go into this game without Mark, he's such an important guy for us. I call him, he's a connector. And you remove him from the equation. I thought it took us part of the game. I thought we came out with good energy and all that, but it puts everybody in a different spot no matter what. And I thought we missed him, but I thought our guys, it's no excuses for us. It's next man up, and give Georgia Tech credit. I thought they hit some really tough shots. I think some of them were on us, but also you got to give them credit. That's the best they've shot the ball from three recently. Thought they hit some really tough shots in the paint, and again, you got to give them credit. Tip your hat to the shots that they made. But the biggest stretch to me was that second half. We got down 10. We subbed Jalen Blakeson, we subbed Ryan Young in, and they just, sometimes you gotta make it happen, and especially in this building on the defensive end. And I thought Jeremy and Flip in particular made some big plays. Jalen's block was huge, and down the stretch just found a way to win. And that's what it's all about in ACC play, and especially you're doing it without Jeremy. And I don't know what happened to him exactly. I haven't seen the replay yet. I know we got to get him checked out in the next couple of days, and for Jeremy not to be in the game, something happened there. So we'll get him checked out and take it step by step. But happy to answer any questions. I thought this was a really great win for us to be able to fight through adversity. Two of our starters were down. Georgia Tech was rolling. I think they're one of the more talented teams in our league. Those two freshmen, Ndongo and George, are really good. Reeves and Kelly and their talent ability, but for us to beat them under these circumstances and the way they're playing, very proud of our team.
John, Jeremy does so much for you guys. What did you learn about the team that they were able to play most of the last 8 minutes without him?
Yeah, I learned a lot. And, the thing is, we've had, I've told you guys for a while, we have 6 starters, and Ryan really being the 7th of always being able to step in there. And that was the group that carried the way down the stretch. And, you need somebody to step up. I thought Tyrese stepped up and hit some big shots for us. And then, Jeremy goes out. I thought Flip just had a big-time game. I know he didn't shoot the best percentage or whatever from 2, but he's competing like crazy. 7 offensive rebounds, 4 assists, no turnovers, obviously the 30 points. But I learned a lot. Caleb and Jared, for freshmen, they're just tough-minded. They're just tough-minded, and their stats don't jump off the page at you, but they make winning plays. Caleb has 4 assists, no turnovers. I thought they had key stops. You always think Jared's going to hit one. You just do, no matter what. And I thought it was just a gutsy win down the stretch without Jeremy, without Mark.
Tell me a little bit more about Young's contribution second half. You taking the layups and the block and plays.
I think that's where his experience, really pays off. And Ryan has been a guy for us the last year and a half. You trust him out there. He's going to try to do the right thing. He has 4 offensive rebounds, almost has a double-double in 20 minutes. And, I think for us, you always try to put your best players on the floor. That's something I've learned here a long time ago. And so we're playing 4 guards. We out-rebounded them with 4 guards in the game in the first half. But we just didn't have the rhythm offensively. And so we went big, and once we went big with Ryan and Flipping together, it was just too good. We had to keep it rolling with that group.
Was that more like the Tyrese that you saw toward the end of last year? Not just shooting the ball, but distributing and on the defensive end?
Yeah, no question. I mean, look, for Tyrese, he's the injury, you're not 100% in the first game you come back. There's some rust you have to work through, there's some shape, there's, you can't work as much as you want to, and this week was probably the last couple of days he got back to his work that he's been able to do. And for him, I think this is a lesson just to trust that work, and it's going to come. And, sometimes we had it rolling a little bit. And so he's coming back in, and, it's not like you're getting a million shots or whatever. I thought he just played defense. He rebounded. He had a personality, and the shots came with it. And, we needed him in a big way, that's for sure.
7 days until you guys
Second half.
play Pittsburgh again. How's Mark doing? Do you expect him back?
I can't say. Yeah, he hasn't been able to do much, and so we'll take it step by step, see how he's doing early this week, and we got to see how Jeremy's doing. And I wish I could give you a better answer, but I don't even know with these guys.
John, during the second half, come back, you forced a lot of live ball turnovers and turned in points at the other end. It seems like a very Duke thing to do. Can you talk about that stretch a little bit?
You know what? We've gone back to that this year of being more disruptive, active hands on defense. I thought our pressure throughout bothered them. I just thought they made some tough shots. And I thought we got discouraged when they made a couple of those. You know, they banked one in the first half. And I'll go back and watch for sure on film, but I thought they hit some tough leaners, floaters, you know, in that second half in that paint area. But for us, just the turnovers changed the game. And I thought a huge play was, you know, Jeremy got a loose ball. I can't remember exactly how he got it. Flip, Jalen's block. And then down the stretch, we were in pick and roll and Tyrese veered off to the big guy. And he fought Ndongo and got a steal, which was a big play. And really was kind of got us over the hump there. But that's something for us. I mean, look, we had 4 turnovers, they had 14. And if you can win that turnover battle, that's a big deal.
Jon, you mentioned after you guys went down by 10, and Jalen had the block, Jeremy gets the M1 in transition, and that's when the place kind of lit up. Just how valuable is it having a guy like Jeremy who can make those plays in clutch moments? Like, just how much have you come to rely on him?
You know what? I don't know that Jeremy's getting the national pub that he should. You know, and there's other players who have had great years, and I don't know numbers side by side, but the value for Jeremy on this team, you know, we don't need him to score 25 points every night, but you know, tonight he gets 18 points on 12 shots, and he doesn't even play the last whatever it was 6 or 7 minutes. But I think he's been as good as any guard in the country. He's been efficient. He's really taking care of the ball. He's getting after it on defense. He's been as good as anybody, and you know, he's played like a senior. And I'm just proud of him. He's made a jump. You want a guy like him to make a jump in a lot of areas. He's done that, really in every way. The way he works, his attitude, his leadership, just every way. And he's been having a heck of a season. I just want to get him healthy or see what's going on, and then keep building.
Jon, the way Brian, Flip, Tyrese described how different this Duke team is from the first George Beck game to this George Beck game, night and day. How has that change happened? What is the biggest difference? If we just look at it?
You know, our schedule was unique this year, the first 8 games, because you're not playing on the road in conference so early. You know, we're playing for the first time in the SEC Challenge. We played the game against Arizona. You know, we always play Champions Classic. But, you know, you're playing some big-time games early. And I think more was brought to the light earlier for us. And so when that happens, you can either make excuses, point the finger, you can say it's somebody else's fault or just an anomaly. You can say whatever you want. But there wasn't one person in the program that didn't take responsibility, me included, by the way. And I told the team in preparation for this game, I said, look, watching this back, I could have coached you better, you guys could have played better, we could have all done a lot better collectively, and we're just a different team. It was hard to take a lot away just because I felt we were so different. And ironically, it's the 2 games Mark hasn't started and he didn't play in this game. We're different besides that. And to see the growth, to see the mental makeup of the guys on this team, they're tough. I'm talking mental toughness, not just the physical toughness on the court. And I'm really proud of the growth we made, and really since that game, I do think we've been a different team.
After the under 8 media timeout in the second half, it looked like you guys changed pick and roll coverages, started bringing up Ryan to the level, hedging a little bit, forced 2 quick turnovers. What brought that on?
Well, you know, we kept telling our guys not to overreact to some of the shots they were hitting, and they just kept hitting them. So at a certain point, you know, you have to, all right, this is the way it's going to go today. You have to make an adjustment, and the staff's always great thinking about what can we do. and we decided to blitz them. And Kelly had it going, and just to give them a different look, and that's been something that has been beneficial for us, not playing the same way throughout the whole course of a game, but just to change it, just to give them a different look. And then they kept putting in different lineups. They have some lineups where they have 4 shooters in, when Coleman's they have 4 guards, Coleman being the 4th. And they'll play some lineups where, they'll have 2 big guys in, so it changes what you can do. And I thought our guys did a good job on the fly. We tried switching some. They got the 1 post for Dongo. And then when they went small, we tried to just stay at home a little bit more. But that was a great adjustment by the staff, good suggestion, and I thought threw them off for a couple possessions.
Hey guys, congrats on the win. Your guards really finished out strong in that game. Roach, Proctor, and McCann all came up with late game steals. Why is it great to have tough guards that can create offense, but also lock up, especially when the game's on the line?
But you have to be a two-way player. In this, you can't be just one way. You need to get, in this kind of game, you need to score and you need to get stops. And all those guys are wired that way. They're winners. They're here for a reason. And I have complete confidence in all those guys. And, I'll just say this, and, to be back in Cameron, it's been a minute since we've been back in Cameron, and to see the crowd the way that it was, to have our students back in there, I thought at one point it got, I don't know about for you all, but I thought it was as loud as could be in there. And, Saturday afternoon in Cameron, for me, those are some of the most special games you can play in, that you can coach in, and it's a credit to all the people that work incredibly hard to make this the most special place. Our students, I walked in this morning early. I had a hard time sleeping, and I walked in and students were already tending out, for the game this afternoon. And so to me, it's the most special thing in the world, and we have to do it again next Saturday. So anyway, have a great week. Thank you all.
Thanks, Coach.